This track talking to me. It's a whole lot of pain, but you know, it comes with the territory. It's walking for the weak. We pray the Lord our souls to keep. New breed. I've been struggling through these archives, living through these hard times. Blessings let the strong survive, don't let these fakes cross the line. Battle with the dark side, this glow is radiating, elevating like a vapor. When we rise, they devastated, set apart. Segregation, this adrenaline rush. Spoken word, heart racing out the enemy's clutch. Prophesied to the winds that we can never be touched. Been hurt so bad, like can I ever be loved? Turn pain into power, I ain't holding no grudge. I seen the beacon of light in my little one's eyes. Found a reason to fight when I'm constantly tried. Everything ain't what it seems, like the world's a mirage. Like a prison with no bars, who's thinking of freedom? As I'm dreaming, I'm fighting demons, everything is on fire. Spitting truth through the wire, straight convicting these liars. No hieroglyphs or Mayas, just the soul of Messiah. I speak clearly so all y'all can hear me. The average industry rapper's too stupid to fear me. Clean on the outside, your insides are filthy. No sincerity, they soulless and empty. I'm shadow band, black ball, plus a brother gang star. Still I'm breaking through, cutting niggas like a chainsaw. Been through too much drama, so it hurts when the rain falls. Been through hell and back, so don't ask me where I came from. If it wasn't for His grace, I'd be stuck up in the jailhouse. Now I'm sending scriptures for my brothers that just bailed out. What you know about life if your life ain't real? This ain't no music video or reality show. This ain't no movie film. You ain't got no movie deal. You in the matrix, better wake up and get your life. Cause the wolves licking their chops for the sacrifice. They some greedy ass demons want lives with their appetite. I'm here to ruffle feathers like a Gadonite. Speak the truth till I'm deported, spirits taking flight. Ask these government officials how you sleep at night. Steady robbing from the poor, you know he is the lights. And you got hell to pay, I pray it's swift with no delay. And when them saints come marching, boy, it's open game. Can't take my energy, I'm turning up like Novocaine. Keep a poker face, head up with emotions pray. Keep the truth moving forward, time to innovate. Breaking bread with my bruise, trying to navigate. 12 tribes worldwide, you know we salivate. Esau's little kingdom look dilapidated. They fall, speak the truth, and the real ones and gravitate. Seen the prophets in a dream that we man related. Bloodline affiliated, steady litigating. Defenders of the faith, Gary Payton. You may take some losses, but it ain't no belly ache. Live life to the fullest, keep the world shaking. I speak clearly so all y'all can hear me. The average internet gangster's too stupid to fear me. I'm dirty on the outside, your insides are filthy. No sincerity, they soulless and empty. I'm shadow band, black ball, plus a rubber gang saw. Still I'm breaking through, cutting niggas like a chainsaw. Time to level up now, soldier. It's time to level up now. It's time to level up now, soldier. It's time to level up now.
Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. Some more of that spiritual voltage that you signed up for. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Today we having an open discussion. If you like that song right there, it's called Pain. And you can find it exclusively on Patreon. Yes, my Patreon has exclusive music as well, brothers and sisters. So go over there and follow me on Patreon for content and music. Pain. Man, that track right there speaks volumes. It keeps us in that warrior spirit. It's something when that pain turns into sadness, then that sadness turns into madness, and then that madness turns into motivation, and then you just unstoppable. That's how it is. It's like pain can be transmuted to do great things. I see so many brothers out there who don't know how to transmute their energy properly, and is always being used to break something down opposed to build something up. I be seeing too many brothers always trying to break something down, but never trying to build nothing up. You got brothers who can make enemies very easy out here, but impress me by making friends. Impress me by unifying the saints. Impress me by having longevity and long-lasting relationships with people who you are entrusted in, and they are entrusted in you. That's impressive. But you got all these people out here who take all that energy and they turn it into toxic masculinity. I be seeing that all online. I be seeing it in my community. I be seeing it everywhere. I see Quick Beats in the house. Bova D Hart. Chad the Fresh Kid, what it do? Sophia Loves in the house. Powerful Prayer Warriors in the house. All praises to the Most High. Y'all hit this live stream with a thumbs up on the way in. Today we're going to have some open dialogue. I'm going to be letting people in the chat because there's so much going on in the world. I mean, there's so much going on. I didn't even know where to start. I didn't know where to start. So I said, you know what? I'm going to have an open dialogue today. For sure. Somebody, Young Gene says we can get distracted during these times. Yeah, it's easy to get distracted, especially when this society pushes nothing but divisiveness. So staying focused is important. Limited tags in the house. Jay Rich, Neek Emerald 7. Okay, I see y'all rolling in. Man, yo, there's a lot going on in the media in regards to the emasculation agenda to melanated men. I mean, y'all, brothers and sisters, listen, y'all. The agenda is real. I sat up here and watched news air of Kevin Samuels coming out saying that us men should advocate men being with men. And I don't see nobody covering this, yo. I don't see nobody covering it. And I'm like, yo, the agenda is real. And then turn around, you got Eddie Winslow out here. You know, the actor that played on Family Matters back in the day. All us grew up on Family Matters, right? Y'all remember Family Matters? We all thought Stephen Urkel was going to be the one. You know, when he used to dress up as a woman, Myrtle Urkel. Remember, Steve Urkel used to be the one dressing up, trying to look like a lady out here. And Eddie Winslow was like the jock. Eddie Winslow was getting all the little biddies out here. Eddie Winslow was the man. Who didn't want to be like Eddie Winslow growing up? Eddie Winslow was a cool, debonair dude out there back in the day. And now this man is sword fighting with Sydney Starr, a transgender. What type of message are they putting in the atmosphere? Now, Eddie Winslow is tonguing down a grown-ass man in woman's garments. Can't make this up. And I'm just a little bit baffled that this agenda is hitting so hard and you don't have any brothers really pushing back on these things. It's kind of troubling because you got something on YouTube called the manosphere. It's called the manosphere, where black men are supposed to be coming together under one accord, and they're supposed to be actually building one with another, and we're supposed to be the defense league. Let's make this clear. When a bunch of black males come together and call ourselves the manosphere on YouTube, we should be the defense league. Let's make this clear. I'm not a part of the manosphere. I'm just an individual on the outside looking in, and I'm like, damn. Instead of us coming together talking about trades or talking about being better men, being better fathers, being better husbands, instead of us talking about how to get our damn credit straight, or how to purchase land, or how to move abroad, or how to deal with women, you got these brothers coming together, and all they do is disrespect and exploit women, but they allow the LGBTQRSTUV community to run amok on social media. Somebody said, Jury of Obedience says, first off, Kevin Samuels' attire is too tight. I am a lady, so my version of sophisticated man's dress code would be white linen, gold thread. Gold thread, I guess she meant to say gold thread. Yeah, I could dig it. RC said Will Smith been a weirdo too. Yeah, y'all seen Will Smith chasing his son down on TV, kissing his son in the mouth. Like, what is going on here? Yup, Juggies family shows are no longer the same. That's a fact. But there's a lot going on in the world, man. I mean, you got TikTok, the Chinese spyware. There's been breaking news coming out about this application being able to read all the data in your phone. This application knows exactly what's going on in your home. It can read your contact list. It knows your memory. They can trace your IP address. All at the same time, simultaneously, you got laws being passed to protect Asians from Asian hate. So you got laws protecting Asians from Asian hate while Asians own an application that can spy on American citizens, all while a virus seems to be taking out our people that came from a lab in Wuhan, China. Now, I'm not the brightest person in the world, but looking at that from the outside looking in, one would begin to speculate and say, hey, we owe China this amount of money. We owe China trillions of dollars. So one would begin to speculate and say, hey, what's going on with Fauci and those people who work in that Wuhan lab? Well, we know what's going on because the emails came out. One would say it looks like they're in cahoots to auction off American citizens. And the Asian hate laws, who do the Asian hate laws affect? Well, let's think about it. Where are Asian businesses located? In our communities, right? They're located in our community. So now there's extra laws put in place for Asians. Where Asians, they're protected under certain laws. They are deemed a protected group now. And I don't know what these laws entail. I mean, if an Asian decides to slap me in my mouth, I'm going to slap the shit out that Asian. Just as well as any person decide they want to slap me. They're liable to be choke slammed. So are you telling me that there's laws above the law? So could they come into my community and slap the hell out of me without me cocking back and slapping the shit out of them? That's the question. Am I going to be thrown in prison for a hate crime? Are Asians now the new LGBT in our community? All laws should be for all people. So let me get this right. They got spyware owned by the Chinese government. They are the ones who created this virus that's destroying everybody that came from a what? A Wuhan lab in China. And they got laws protecting them. And we owe them money. Now, I have nothing against Asian people. What I said was, if an Asian person was to slap me, I'm going to slap them back just as well. If anybody was to decide to slap me, I'm going to slap them back. Yep, somebody said it's manufactured division. Absolutely. Somebody said China wants to see the U.S. fail. I believe that they're in cahoots. I feel like the people are being auctioned off. The people are being watched. I spoke about something that was passed through the Supreme Court, a ruling, pardon me. I spoke about a ruling that was passed through the Supreme Court that states if DNA is manipulated, then that person or thing or species rather can be owned. It can be patented. So what you looking at happening is it looks like a lot of people are about to be owned. Somebody said, "You right, bro. Right on the money." Yeah, I mean, I just started putting things together. Now, people can say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but no, my eyes are just wide open. Yeah, it sounds like a barter deal to me, right? They say, okay, we can continue to raise the debt ceiling, but we're just going to be a negotiation for the people. And y'all know what the spoils of war is, right? Y'all know what the booty of war is. It's women. So when you see our women, hands on their knees, shaking A on their thought ish, when they doing all these little dances and challenges, giving these agents behind the scenes a bird's eye look at their cracks and crevices, at their nooks and crannies, we know that somebody is aiming at the spoils of war. All while you got all these women saying they don't need no damn man, right? They say the best D is direct deposit. That's what they say, right? All while people like myself and others will continue warning these sisters. So today I want to let people in who stream. I want to have open dialogue, open conversations. I want to know what's going on in your lives. I want to know what y'all seeing. I want to know what you disagree with. Because, hey, there's a lot of people who have their disagreements, and there's a lot of people who have their issues with New Breed. If you have an issue with me, you're welcome to join the broadcast. That's unless you're just a clout chaser and you're just trying to drive traffic to your platform and you want to act like you got an issue. If you got another platform and you in agreement with things that I say, then come over here and act like you got some sense. Don't try to clout chase. We ain't gonna do that. Somebody said China and Iran already have plans to destroy America. They committed a 25-year agreement on a nuclear arms plan. Hey, you may be on to something, brother, because the Bible tells us that in these last days that everybody will gear their energy towards America and begin to hit this place with fiery darts. Everybody's going to turn on the harlot. Everybody's going to turn on this country. And the whore of Babylon, she will be the blame of everything in this earth that went wrong. And it looks like that they want to make us casualties, right? That's what it looks like. But the Most High God's people are protected through all of this. I see Steve E in the house. Shalom, Mark. Yeah, somebody said China as the new superpower, question mark. Yeah, that's what it looks like it's coming to. Either China or the UN. Somebody said America is turning on itself. Absolutely. Because with all of the division, whether it be Democrats versus Republicans, blood versus Crips, men versus boys, whatever you want to call it, that you see going on all over the damn place. This place is imploding. This place is imploding. I'm going to share my link. If something jars your interest that I'm speaking on, feel free to come on and join the brother. We just having a casual Sabbath. Oh, it says YouTube. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Am I live on both channels? Like, what's going on here? Am I simulcasting? Yo, what channel am I on? I could have sworn I was on New Breed Music and Motivation. Brothers and sisters, what channel am I streaming from? Let's see. Let me find out. Okay, I'm on New Breed Music and Motivation. What? This is weird. All right, so I'm on New Breed Music and Motivation. That's weird. It wouldn't let me send an invite. It says I was private on my other channel. That's so weird. All right, let's try that again. Somebody said main channel. Man, why are you lying, bro? What? There we go. I see what happened here. I'm private on the other channel. It's simulcasting. I'm private on one channel. And then the New Breed Music channel is up. Yeah, it's all good. That means if I wanted to upload this to the other channel, I could after it's done. All right, I just learned something new. Young Gene says I'm on New Breed to the world over. No, man. Come on, man. Stop playing games, bro. Look, New Breed to the world over. Look, ain't nothing live, bro. Come on, man. Okay. It says, I think it's music and motivation. Man, all praises to the Most High. I see somebody in the chat. I think I'm pronouncing the name right. Looks Scotty. I'm gonna throw you in the queue. Shalom. Uh-oh, you have no volume. Can everybody hear me?
Can you hear me?
There you go. You're going in and out though. All right, I'm gonna let you get your audio together, bro. I'm gonna let him get that together. What happened? Yeah, I'm gonna let the brother get that audio together. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, somebody said, yeah, Kevy out here telling men to give up on women. Yeah, man, it's a fact. I actually played it yesterday on my live stream here on New Breed Music and Motivation. For those who don't know, Kevin Samuels, he stated out his own mouth on a live broadcast that he believes that men should advocate men being with men. And then he went on this whole tangent. It sounded to me like he was supporting his comments and backing up his claims with this dialogue he had. And for the record, brothers and sisters, because I had people saying that the footage that I played was edited. They said it was chopped and screwed. The lie detector test determines that's a lie. It's a lie. Everything Kevin Samuels said came out of his own mouth. It was unedited. It was just what he said. All I did was react to what he said. I'm not here to slander anybody. Listen, I have never built a platform off of slander. I have never built a platform off of backbiting or gossip. I'm not a gossip channel. I simply reacted to what was said. It was unedited. The man said what he said. All right? So you can see the agenda is real out here. A lot of these men who rise to prominence, they want the almighty dollar. They're not concerned about male and female coming together as one. That is Satan's biggest adversary. Satan's biggest adversary is man and woman family. and traditional family biblical principles and values. That's what Satan fears the most. So anytime these platforms uplift certain people and they make them the center of attention, millions of followers, it's because they go into the agenda, the separation agenda. It's very, very simple. Yeah. All right, I see brother Ish. What's going on, bro? Did I say your name right?
Shalom, Breed.
What's going on with you, fam? What jarred your attention? What you
Not
got?
much, man. Just enjoying the Sabbath.
Absolutely, all praises. What you got for us today, my brother? I know it's something.
Shoot. I don't know, man. Like everything you did yesterday with the video with Kevin Samuels is just basically like on point. For the most part, I don't really got nothing that's like a disagreement. Only thing I would say is like when he was talking about, I don't know, like dudes being with dudes or whatever it may be. Only thing I can see that doing is like weeding out dudes that just don't really want to do this confrontational stuff like that. So, you know, women ain't got to waste time trying to figure out what they doing wrong when all it really is the dude don't like women in the first place.
Ooh. That's an interesting perspective. But I mean, it was weird. It was a weird conversation that he was having with the guy that came on his platform, because you had some individuals that came to his defense in the chat and was saying that Kevin Samuels was speaking about interracial dating or something to that degree, and that he had a slip of the tongue. The brother must have faded out for a second, right? But let's say hypothetically that's the case with Kevin Samuels, and that's what happened. He had a slip of the tongue. What comes out of man's mouth is the true intentions of his heart. Yeah, we lost a brother. But it's almost like Kevin Samuels could not hold it in anymore. You know, it's like his lifestyle, his desires. Listen, what the Bible says. It says, in these last days, men will be burnt towards lust, towards one another, doing which is unseemly. And that's what it seemed like. He couldn't contain his true feelings. So it just came out on that whole tangent. Yep. Broski channel says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Absolutely. But I mean, the brother Ish is right, or Isra, or I hope I pronounced it right. The brother right. At least things are in the open. I can respect that. At least things are in the open. These guys who follow Kevin Samuels, a lot of ladies should automatically be like, yo, you follow Kevin Samuels, are you homosexual? That should be one of the first questions, because he just told you what he was about out in the open. So now that should put a spotlight on ladies, so ladies can be like, okay, if you are following his teachings, if this is what you believe in, just like if you following the LGBT church, because they have a church, right? If you follow, this is all hypothetics. Let's make logic out of this. If you following the LGBT church and reading the gay Bible, because they have a gay Bible, one would say, okay, you can automatically start to think that person is homosexual. That person is following the gay Bible. That person is following the homosexual church. So I think what the brother just said is a blessing. Really, it is. Because now ladies don't have to be deceived. They don't have to be deceived. At least they know that we're in Sodom and Gomorrah right now. At least these women know that a lot of these men are fugazi and they playing on the other side. And if that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do. At least they have the option now. So I agree with what the brother said on that. No doubt about it. A diamond. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, how are you? Hello?
Shalom. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely. You're loud and clear.
Good. I apologize for my image, but I'm walking my dog, so I had to chime in though.
Oh, no problem. Speak your mind, sis. What you thinking? Hello, you there?
Oh, okay. Okay. So what I wanted to bring out is there was several weeks ago you brought out a live about.
It sounds like we keep losing audio, sis.
Oh no, can you hear me okay now?
Now I can, yes.
Okay, so oh my gosh, I hope it goes through because I wanted to bring out that the okay, hold on, let me turn my volume down. So what I wanted to bring out is that you brought out a live a few weeks ago that China actually said that they're no longer going to have effeminate men on their televisions, promoting that. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a connection there with China. And then Kevin Samuels comes out with this blasphemous way to try to lead men into being with other men.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, now this is my conspiracy hat theory hat on, is I believe that they actually wanted him to promote that because they want to effeminize our men. That what China is doing is proof that showing that and promoting that actually brings down their nation. And
Wow.
that's what they want to do to the nation of Israel is bring us down. And they see all these men following him. So who better than to use him as the Trojan horse to lead these men to the hellfire. It's really sad.
Mm.
So there's a link between China. Uh, they know better, but I believe that this is all a plan.
Absolutely. You hit the hammer right on the nail with that. I mean, goodness. I mean, and it's true because China did, for those who don't know, I think it was a week ago, I brought out an article where China has vowed to take off all effeminate men off their television screen and put up more revolutionary images. That's how they worded it. That they will have more images of masculinity on their TV screen because they know the effects that it has on the actual citizens. All while over here in America, you got a gay Superman. All while here in America, you got gender neutral toys. You see, they try to cut the chat. I'm telling y'all, if y'all in this live stream, hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button, share this live stream. These are the things that we got to go through. And this is part of the reason I try to go to this channel so we can have some similitude of freedom of speech without the 100,000 subscriber channel, right? Because they watch even more on that channel. But again, brothers and sisters, all while our men are over here being emasculated, you got Eddie Winslow tonguing down and sword fighting with a damn tranny, right? Somebody, one of America's all black youth, all black young men looked up to Eddie Winslow growing up. We was like, he's that guy. And then you got Kevin Samuels, where the sister just so eloquently put it out there that he's being used. I mean, you got other content creators who constantly come to this man's defense. I mean, they constantly are coattailing this guy. He is defended no matter what he says. This is how I know we are living in a Babylonian matrix where nobody is like broad leader to damnation. Nobody can see what's happening. And people are afraid to speak out. Real men have to speak out about this guy because a sister came on. Diamond, I don't know if you've seen yesterday's show, but we had a sister that came on, and this sister was kind of like, maybe we shouldn't be talking about it. Maybe we should pray for him. And she had a sense of empathy and compassion for him. And I had to let the sister know it's similar to how if somebody came into our community and decided that they wanted to hog tie, rape, pillage, and destroy all the women in the community, and he wanted to go kidnap them, and as the men just sat back and did nothing. That's what that would be equivalent to men being silent when it comes to Kevin Samuels. All he does is exploit our women and push the LGBT agenda. That's all he is there for. It's about separation. Diamond, are you still there with us?
Yes, I'm still right here.
Absolutely. Then you brought that to the table.
And you are bringing home some really strong points. So,
And so are you, because there's definitely an Asian connection to all of this. It's something, I mean, you're protecting them at the same time. They got Chinese spyware. Even the US government called TikTok Chinese spyware. And they acted like they were trying to fight up against it, but they did nothing. If they could shut Donald Trump off of Twitter, they can shut down TikTok. So, they're showing us that, hey, there's other people evading, just like you had those in Iran who were labeled terrorists. All of a sudden, the borders are wide open. It's like it's all about destroying the children of Israel. These melanated people spread abroad across North and South Central America are the targets. I mean, you got to be able to see this. And this is why for the life of me, don't understand how anybody can dismiss what the Bible is saying in this day and age.
absolutely.
People talk about the mark of the beast, and you see it being rolled out. You see, what you see is human behavioral modification going on. That's what's happening in the world. They're doing things to try to modify your behavior and get you acclimated to accept certain things. Just like you had, what's the place? Amazon. They rolled out something where you can roll your hand, the palm of your hand over to pay for something. That is human behavioral modification. So it's a lot. The book of Revelations is unfolding before our eyes. So anybody who's not trying to follow the word of God, they want to go into this new age philosophy. They want to go into the black conscious community. They want to fall in line with all these other ideologies. They're full of lies, and they already know the truth. They just don't want to follow it. They made their decision. Absolutely.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High. Thank you, sister.
All right.
You came through. I see some more people in the chat. Feel free to come on and join me anytime on this broadcast.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, indeed. That sister brung some points. She brung some real pivotal points. She sees the connection. Garrett, what's going on with you, bro?
New breed, hey.
Hey, what's
How
up?
you doing, man? Damn, I just gotta say thank you, man. It's been I haven't been on YouTube or any social media in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a phone now and I'm doing that. I just wanted to say I'm a patron, and you made a video about like a good home defense weapon, and you talked about an AR-12, a shotgun, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, I just bought mine today. 10-round magazine. I call it VX80, but
oh yeah,
I'm calling in to say thank you for everything. And
absolutely.
I'm here to encourage everyone too, man. Like, I live in California. This state is like a Nazi state. They don't want you to be armed at all.
Real talk.
But
so let me ask you this: what did you go through? What did you have to go through to acquire your firearm?
I'm glad you asked. So I had to show my valid California license. I had to get a certified firearm certificate, and I had to show my original birth certificate or a valid copy.
Wow.
10-day wait, and I had to show my car registration.
That's a lot.
At the end of the day, though, dude, I don't care. I had it in my mind. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be armed. I had been saving up money, and I got, you know what I mean? Now I'm armed. Well, I will be soon.
That's what's up. I had to do it.
Thank you. And one more thing is just about this, like, I don't want to get demonetized or get you demonetized. I mean, but the homosexual thing, it's not a joke. Like, people need to be careful because I'm very likely going to lose my job because they're trying to get me to inject something, like an experiment, into my bloodstream.
Right.
That's just not smart, dude. I don't know, but anyway, there's a coworker of mine is a homosexual, multiple coworkers, and this person would not leave me. Like, was not listening to no. Like, it was touching my thigh, and I said, "Get your fucking hand off." I'm sorry to cuss, but
no, you good, bro.
He didn't do that, bro. And then so I squared up on him, and he got all, like, my sergeant got in my face because I'm a security guard, but my sergeant got in my face. He's like, "What's wrong with you? You can't square up with people. Like, you're gonna get fired." So I'm probably gonna lose my job, but dude, I had to get ready to fight this guy. He has like an 80-pound advantage on me, I ain't the
Right.
biggest guy, you know. I'm 6'2", about 180 pounds, but
Yeah.
dude's a big old boy, and it's like I'm not letting you get a hold of me. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
you
to
did
hurt
what
you if you
you
don't.
did what
I
you
said no, and he wasn't listening to no. So it's like if you're not gonna listen to no, I'll hurt you if you
right.
don't leave me alone.
Like, bro, in what world is that okay though? You know?
California, dude, it's not a joke.
Right.
Like,
Like we think about it. Like women, right? Let's say
speaking of,
hypothetically, if you did that to a young lady at your job, you're gonna
okay,
have all kind of problems. If you did that to a young lady on your job, but you as a man trying to defend yourself, and that goes into what we're saying. There's an imposition going on against men, bro. Like that's crazy. These people are protected. But bro, I think you did right. I ain't mean to cut you off. You can continue. You did what you had to do, bro.
that's all I gotta say. I gotta say thank you, and I would say
Brother.
you're here for a purpose, man.
All
Because
praises to the Most High, man.
yeah,
Make sure you take that AR-12 to that range, man. You're gonna love it, bro. Like you're gonna love it. Run some rounds through it. Hey,
yeah.
it's gonna be your best friend, man. Hold the fort down, brother.
Hey, if you're ever in California, bro, Tule River, Indian, you're welcome anytime.
Thank you, brother. Salute. Blessings, man. Thanks for coming on.
Goodbye.
All right, peace. See, that's what's up, man. But you'll have these churches, you know, and these religious folks saying that protecting yourself and getting a firearm for your home to hold it down is against the Most High. When the book of Luke, chapter 22, verse 36 says, hey, it says, sell your sword. It says, sell your cloak to buy a sword. That's what Christ told the disciples, meaning sell the clothes off your back to purchase a weapon if it's meant to protect your household. You got to do what you got to do, man. Like if somebody break into your house, what you gonna do? Turn the other cheek? You gonna start throwing scriptures at them? You had one brother that turned out and said, "Oh man, the sword is talking about the Bible." No, they carried swords around back then. They were warriors. Did you not read the book of Ecclesiastes? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. So if you walk into your house and somebody got your children tied up, they're bounded by their hands and feet, and they trying to do all ungodly acts to them. What do? You mean to tell me you don't defend your home? You don't defend your family? You hear somebody creeping in your back door, and you got a house full of children in there. 911 is not quick enough, brothers and sisters. 911 don't make it there in time. But I know what they're going to understand. They're going to understand that AR-12 when I pull it out. May not even have to hit them. They just have, as soon as they see it, out the shadows. And then if I let loose, that's it. That's it. So you got to hold it down, man. Protect yourself. Defend yourself. Don't let these overly religious Christians sit up there and tell you you're supposed to get your head dashed against stone and you're supposed to get beat down and somebody slap you, supposed to turn the other cheek and let them slap you on the other cheek. That's nonsense. We got to get ready. We got to use our hands. We got to learn how to throw those hands to the best of our ability. We got to be ready all the time so we ain't got to get ready. Telling you. But let's see. This is an open dialogue. I see my brother Leon in the house. My brother, what's going on, man?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm well, man. I'm blessed.
Got you. I started up that channel, by the way. But what I wanted to say was something you just hit on was the whole narrative about the cloak and the sword, right? If Christ will actually get two swords, what you going to do with two Bibles?
Right, yeah, he said that. He did say if you get two swords, if you can.
Exactly. So that's one thing. On that topic, though, a lot of people have to keep in mind that the Bible itself doesn't really have any lies in it, but the narratives and doctrines that are taught out of the Bible from cherry picking or from speaking lies and heresies, that's where we have to change our mind and renew our mind as we're called to. You know, it's not that, oh, we don't know what right from wrong is, but we don't know how to properly react to when things are wrong or properly to perceive when things are good. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that in. So there's a few things that I just heard recently that was interesting, especially what you brought up about the China and everything of that sort. So I just wanted to connect a few dots and to build on to what Sister Diamond was speaking about as well. So we have TikTok, right? And let's look at the nature of TikTok real quick. TikTok is a nature of doing all types of dances, which are typically feminine in all manner, right? Where you have men and women participating in these dances, right? And then the same place that made this app is banning all effeminate men, right? But this app is famous worldwide, especially in nations or places where there's a lot of civil unrest, like America, like Europe, like Australia, which are all these places are going through some type of turmoil. So is this a way to kind of silence the force that will cause revolution? That's just food for thought right there.
Yeah.
Also, on top of that, with the whole DNA modification, that's very, very interesting. So this temple, this vessel, the one that we're told to keep sacred, consecrated, right? We're told to purify ourselves, not to taint, purify. And it can be subject to patterning if we decide to do certain things onto it, right? We allow certain things onto it. We know that everything we eat actually becomes part of our body, part of our vessel. We break those down to a biological level of the amino acids, and they actually become part of us. But then again, doctrines and churches will be like, well, do not judge a man what he eats, right? But if you eat filth, you literally become filth. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. And then we learned that that wasn't the proper way to actually understand what that scripture was saying, right? And on to what the brother just was on before me, that was interesting, right? With the whole uh, men and the whole alphabet soup, right?
Yeah.
I said this to my mom back in like 2016, 2015. It was around where what was it? Canada said that you had to make sure you're using the proper pronouns to address everyone, and if not, it's a finable offense, right? Jordan Peterson was who was like a philosopher, and he does a few other things, spoke about it, and that's what brought it to my attention. I said, you know what? The way things are looking is that if you are heterosexual and someone who is homosexual or pansexual or whatever they decide to identify as, and you deny them the chance to talk to you or to court you, right? That it will be offensive. It will be something that you have no longer the right of what your sexuality is or your own behavior. It's far deeper over the factor that the innate wickedness of it, because it's always been present to some degree. But to the point that now even the people who prefer not to do those things and not to teach those things is now demonized and now is incentivized to surrender. And they are being taught to surrender by apps and things of that sort that grabs the people's attention.
And you know what it reminds me of? The story of Sodom and Gomorrah. It really does. A lot of people may not have really read into it, but
they were trying to get with angels.
Right, exactly. And that's the point I was going to bring out. Like, literally, Lot was in his house. Like, listen, I got daughters in here. Won't y'all do the right thing and stop trying to come in and rape these perceived men? And listen, y'all can have women. They're women in here. And it's that same spirit. It's that Adam BC's Oz jailhouse spirit. These people are bullies, man. Just like the brother came in and was talking about what happened at his job. He was penalized for protecting his manhood. Literally, he said this man reached in his lap. I mean, now, brothers, we know that's just a no-go. So it's definitely an imposition. It's a bullying spirit. It's that same prison spirit, man. And then we got to be willing to go against the grain and speak up. We got to be able to speak up because, listen, I tell you right now, for my sons, if I gotta be persecuted for my sons to have a future where they can have some similitude of peace and in their lifestyles and just being men, hey, I got to do what I got to do right now for those youngins. And that's the mentality we got to have, even if you don't have no youngins. All of these impressionable minds. TikTok targets children. All right, it targets children. All of these little challenges and all of those type of things, they're geared towards children. And here's the crazy part. You get deemed as a dangerous individual if you speak about any holistic methods in healing yourself from the you-know-what. But they can have literal dangerous challenges on this app. I'm talking about dangerous, outright, set your hair on fire, bath salt, run backwards in a cornfield, whatever the hell they got going on. They can
They
do
just
it all.
had. Let me
Yeah.
build on to that real quick. They just
Mhm.
had a recent challenge called "Hit a Devious Lick," right? And practically, they was going around incentivizing kids to destroy schools. There
Yeah.
was one recording said that they lost 10 toilets, 20 soap dispensers, broke like 5 sinks, and they just destroying the whole school. Right now, with that being incentivized, and then there was another alleged challenge to saying slap a teacher, right? So it's trying to see how far the programming goes. How willing are these students willing to give in? Now, to backtrack a little bit, when you was talking about all the lascivious behavior, this is why the Bible tells us to take no ways of our oppressors. When we learn about Christmas and Saturnale and what was happening during the Roman period, right? And Romans were gay. You know, they had things that they do called brotherly embrace, and after war, they will come together in each other's bosom. And I want to keep it like that to keep it clean.
Right,
But
right.
like, and then we learned that this is Sodom and Egypt. Then we learn about Egyptology. We learn about all the atrocities that they have done, atrocities that they did with each other, did with to animals, did to like it just the list don't end.
Yeah.
If we're talking about open-minded, the Egyptians were the beginning of open-mindedness. Okay,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
so
I mean, where you think we got half man, half dog, and half cat, half dog, all of these animals they listen,
they worshipped animals,
yeah,
right?
they spliced too, and they
Exactly.
dealt with them physically as well, man. Like it's a lot of
And
bestiality. If you look at these pyramid walls, literally, it's loaded with men's phalluses. Like literally, these people were obsessed with this stuff, man. I mean,
and that nature right there even brings into the whole fact of like the slave mentality that we have and how we like to dress, or women like to dress scantily clad, and men wearing less clothing, right? That goes back to slavery. When you see the Hebrews and on those walls, they have nothing but to cover their garments, to cover their waist, and that's it. The
yeah,
rest, it was to demoralize that person, to demoralize it. But now we take it as a sense of embracement and a sense of empowerment, when truthfully, it only destroys our mind. It truthfully, women would have this mindset now that they would do whorish things or do thoughtish acts, right? But it's not considered a whore or a thought because they did it to empower themselves instead of doing it for financial gain. But their empowerment is the financial gain.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, they normalized prostitution,
But
and
I mean, it's decriminalized in New York now.
yeah, it is decriminalized. Like it's, and then it's going to come a time where, with when you're looking at what's going on with the economy, this being the fourth economic revolution, and you looking at this system pretty much collapsing, debt ceiling being raised, jobs being depleted, things of that nature. A lot of these women are being left with no choice, so they're doing it willingly, not even realizing that they left them with no choice because the system have tricked women and made them believe that they are empowered. But listen, men still make more money than women. Seriously, they make more money, but there's more opportunities in sex work for women.
Mhm.
You understand? So they're normalizing a woman being out there showing her body, Instagram, calling it models when models actually model clothing. And they'll incentivize them to do these things. They'll get in the algorithms on these platforms, and really it's just pushing the daughters of Zion to be harlots and whores, and it's
True.
dangerous. I mean,
True.
Cardi B, she made stripping seem to be something that should be glorified, but they don't tell
Yeah.
you about the bad side. They don't
Nope.
tell you about the young ladies who being found in dumpsters,
Yep.
who washing up on ocean shores.
I
They don't
mean,
tell you about all the
and
victims,
it's
right?
crazy because we don't understand how worthy or how much our bodies is actually worth. I learned a very dark secret, right? And that melanin, right, in the human body is worth about 3 times worth gold than gold. So it's about like $328 or something around that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now there is the most dense place to find melanin is in humans. It's found in a lot of things, right? But it's densely found in humans. Now, check that with everyone that's going missing, right? The black population, women and children going missing. and then find a few stories here and there about bodies missing skin, or bodies missing organs, and bodies missing this and that. And you sit back and you wonder, you're like, wow, this is a very dangerous and scary world. And now you want to be at adversaries with your own counterparts, right? Women want to do it on their own, and men lacking masculinity, right? I'm going to be having a series about that soon, on the aspects of masculinity and growing in it and understanding it and walking in it. Like, we don't walk with wisdom dealing with women anymore. We walk with emotions, and then women don't walk with emotions anymore. They try to walk with the construed knowledge of this system and their knowledge and their wisdom, and try to tear down the own house that they should be trying to bring up.
Facts,
And
though.
it's just crazy. It's crazy.
Real talk, man. You broke that down to the decimal, my brother. Hey, I got a couple more people in the chat.
Definitely.
You already know it's always an honor to have you on, my brother. Go
Same.
follow brother Leon. What's the name of your channel one more time?
Leon the Servant.
Yeah, Leon the Servant. Go over there and subscribe. Follow the brother. Brother's on point. Lots of good information. Thanks for coming on, Leon. Until next time, brother.
Power.
Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. And he's right, man. And he's made a lot of pivotal points. Here it is. You got all these content creators coming up, causing division between man and woman, having a woman thinking she can do it on her own, and having these men out here, hey, they switching the whole narrative. They grabbed the wheel and they went down a whole nother direction. I mean, I'm talking about Kevin Samuels came out and said that brothers need to stop waiting on these women and go ahead and get them a brolic man. That's what he said. I played it for y'all yesterday numerous times. And then it just doesn't kick in for these men. They didn't even, it's like it didn't resonate. That's what he said. Because these men have been so scorned and hurt, they feel like they got to live vicariously through their godfather. They feel like they have to live vicariously through him. Because when Kevin Samuels gets online and he's degrading these women, these men wish they were the ones doing it. They wish they were the ones exploiting these women. They wish they were the ones being sassy, talking down on these sisters because of what they've been through. Some sister that hurt them in the past, and they don't know how to heal. So we need men who can also speak to these brothers to tell them how to heal from some of the things we've been through as men. But it starts with one attribute that a lot of people lack. It's called accountability. It's called accountability. We got to take accountability for some of the problems in our community and what we allow around us and who we've decided to lay with. Because listen, women are never going to be like, okay, we made our mistakes. And I'm talking about as a whole. Women as a whole are never going to come out and say, you know what, let's be the bigger person. That's not how it works. Sorry, brothers, to let you know, women are never going to come out publicly as a whole and say, you know what, brothers, we hurt y'all and this is what it's going to be and we're going to change this. That's not how it's going to be. We're going to have to be the healers. We're going to have to be the ones who heal our brothers and our sisters. That's how it has to work. And love is stronger than hate. But I'm going to bring another brother in, Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Oh, thank you, New Breed. Thank you. You know, you don't know how much this means to me, dude. I don't know how I found your page. I was going through some hard times. I was going through some really hard times, and then I was getting gang stalked, demon attacked, demon voices coming through the wall, all that stuff. And I don't know how I found your page, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna. You helped me. You honestly helped me sleep. You helped me sleep. All I had to do was just listen to your words, and it helped me sleep. The first video I saw about you was witchcraft comes in many different forms.
Yeah.
And that related to me so much. But anyway, I'm gonna get down to the point. I'm gonna get down to the decimal and like explain my story. So you watch the movie. You watch the movie Get Out.
Yeah.
The movie Get Out. That's how that movie is real. That movie is real because like about 2014, I got a house in this neighborhood called McConaughey. This place was out in the boonies. This place was out in the boonies. Like I didn't even know it was a rich area until I moved there. I moved there. It was a rich area. I moved there. It was a rich area. At the time, I had some things going on. Like I was selling some stuff. This was like 2014. I was selling some stuff. I had no idea that this area was a rich area. I moved there. All of a sudden, these houses are getting built there. These houses are getting built there, and I had a problem with the lady upstairs. I had a problem with the lady upstairs, and I had a problem with the lady upstairs, and like I had a problem with the lady upstairs, and the lady, and like I had no idea. Like I had a problem with them. I was beefing them. And like this was my theory. Like I never wanted to buy a gun because I never wanted to shoot nobody. I never wanted to shoot nobody, and I was getting I was getting robbed. I was getting robbed. Getting a whole bunch of stuff was happening to me. I was not at the right lane at that time, but that movie Get Out's real. That's all I gotta say is that movie Get Out's real. Because like when I moved at that place, when I moved at that place.
Hey, okay, I got you, brother. I got you. So let's slow down for the sake of understanding and what the viewers to hear where you coming from. So you've been through gang stalking, right?
Like heavy before I even knew. I had no idea I was getting gang stalked. I had no idea. Like it took a long time.
All right, so listen, you've been through gang stalking. Was that before?
Like heavy.
Was that before or after you moved to the suburbs?
They put me there. They trapped me there. Because because like before I even moved to this area, I had 3 different places to move to. I had 3 different places, and all other places said no. Every other place I went to said no. It's just like even like this place that I moved to, like when I left there, I was like he's not gonna call me back. That's what I said because the place was so nice. I was like, this guy's not gonna call me back. And this guy called me back, and he's like, yeah, I officially have you as my roommate. And this guy used to work out of town. This guy used to be gone out of town for like 8 months straight. So I had the whole house to myself. And like I had beef with the people upstairs. I had beef with the people upstairs. I kept fighting him. I tried to move out, and every time.
Hold on, Richie Rich. Are you out of that situation now?
Yeah, I'm out of there, but like the after effects are still affecting me. Like I can hear this guy. Like it's been like 7 years. It's been like 5 years since I moved out of there. 2018. I moved out of there 2018. Like let me break down. Like it gets deep. Then it gets deep. So this is what happened.
Hold on, brother. Before we get into all of that, I got a lot of
other people
in the queue, and it seems like what you got to say is kind of open ending. And I don't want you to. It sounds like a long story that you got to tell, and we do have
like
time.
I'll make it quick as I can. I moved out of there. I was beefing with these guys. I tried to move out of there. 3 times. First time I tried to move out, these guys would send a cop after me. I would get arrested. I would do 45 days, and I would end up going back there. I got out. I tried to move out of there again. They sent another cop. I did another 45 days. I came there, and I was forced to stay there. I was even like, maybe this is God who wants me to stay at this place. That's what I told myself. So then I hung out at that place. And these guys, this is the game that these guys would play. These guys would be all cool. And then these guys would be all cool. And then out of nowhere, these guys would torture me. These guys would like torture me, do a whole bunch of stuff that nobody would even think of.
Okay.
And my last thought was it was witchcraft. I never had no idea that these guys were doing witchcraft. I had no idea, because if I knew that they were doing witchcraft, I would have ran out of there, and I would have never came back. But I had no idea. So when I moved out of there, 2008, I moved out of there, right? I moved out of there. All of a sudden, I can still hear these guys in my. I can still hear these guys in my.
Listen,
I
bro,
can still hear these guys in my head, even till now.
All right, bro.
Like,
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you off the line, and I'm gonna respond to what you said, because it seems like every time I try to respond, you still talking, and I want you.
But it's a long it's anyways.
See, I want the brother to be able to hear what I'm saying. I want him to hear what I'm saying. But if you're trying to talk while I'm telling you, I ain't gonna be able to project the message. But listen, brother, I know you still watching. I can see you in the queue. No disrespect. But listen, brother, the Most High God delivered you out of that situation. The Bible tells us to cast down all imaginations. They done things to you, and it's clear that it's still affecting you. And you got to pray against that spirit of anxiety. That spirit of anxiety is still rising up in you. And you have to come to a point in time where you really digging in the Bible yourself. Now you stated that you've heard my videos, they help you rest. Listen, when you dig into those scriptures, go into those book of Proverbs, when you begin to really pray in the spirit and you begin to fight in the spirit, I recommend doing some fast. All of those type of things, and you begin to fight this spiritual battle to give you a level of peace that you've never had before. You're going to have to fight that battle and do it and let go of what has been done to you. Because the way witchcraft works, the way magic works, the way this program works when it comes to gang stalking, they play on emotion, they play on fear, they play on anxiety, and you also got to make sure that you don't have any open doors for any of that to get in. It could be something that you may be bringing into your home. It could be just a thought pattern, but you got to learn how to cast down them thoughts. And it's going to take fasting. It's going to take praying in the spirit. It's going to take some intercession with brothers, but you got to have a open mind and be willing to hear the solution, because there are solutions. And the solution would be get into those words yourself, study to show thyself approved, understand the dynamics of fear, cast down all fears. Use the Most High God as the shadow of your protection. Understanding that, listen, the Most High removed you from that place. The Bible tells us when you are persecuted in one place, you flee to the next. He got you to the next place. Now it's just mental bondage. It's sort of like when we came over here on cargo slave ships and we had to go through what we went through. Hey, those 400 years about up. But guess what? Our people are still dealing with mental bondage. Now understand, brother, like Broski Channel just said in the chat, the scriptures are your weapon. Anytime you hear the enemy coming to coax you to a negative frequency, a negative level, you got to be like, yo, what scripture do I have for what I'm feeling right now? That book of Proverbs, open up that wisdom. What scripture can I bring forth? That's how you fight these people, because it's all demonic. It's all satanic. That's all it is. And you got to understand that what you speak, what you project, so a man speaketh, a man is. Instead of you coming in here and say, hey, Bree, it still bothers me. It still bothers me. No, even if it still bothers you, if you say, man, I overcame this. It ain't bothering me no more. And when it does bother me, I push it away, and I'm coming to this truth. I'm finding peace as a man. I'm changing. I got away from them demons. I got away from the witches. If you speaking life into yourself, that's what you become. The laws of attraction are real. But if you speaking, I'm still being tormented, then guess what? You're still being tormented. So we got to learn how to buckle down and really get a hold and get a grasp of ourselves. Because I understand, brother, I understand that the spirit is willing, but the flesh get weak at times. And that's what Satan like to attack us on our insecurities, on our anxieties. So, I mean, find you some good, peaceful music. You can even come over here to New Breed Music and Motivation. Music helps as well, like just to calm you down, here to get that ticking out of there, because there's positive frequencies. I would even recommend sound 350 hertz, 350 HZs, like real sound frequencies. I would recommend that because it sounds like to me that you've been through a level of voice to skull technology and sound frequencies. And thank you, 77th UTL. I meant 432 hertz. I don't know why I said 450. Forgive me for that. I meant 432 hertz. 432 hertz music helps get rid of those negative frequencies. It is the perfect balance of sound. And that's another way you heal yourself. Take ashwagandha. Those are herbs that help you calm your nerves and things of that nature. And you know, those are just some of the advice. Now you can take my advice and it, not just take the advice, but internalize it, and really, even you can even go back to this video and say, okay, he did give me some solutions here. All right. So hopefully that helped you out, my brother. I see other people in the chat If y'all don't see the link is in the description box. I'm gonna share it once more. Oh man, I see my little brother in here. Darnell, what's up, man?
What's up, Bree?
Salute.
What's going on with you, man?
I'm well, man. If y'all don't know this brother, he's the next. He got next, man. This young brother right here is a boxer, and he nice with it.
Yes, sir.
Tell him
I got another tournament coming up in like a month in Florida, and I just transferred to a new school. I made the football team and everything. Started running back, everything.
That's what's up, man. You doing your thing, brother. Hey, man, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I just want to tap in. You know what I'm saying? I just been because the Lord had got me out of something that I've been praying for a long time, you know. So I'm like really grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I've been in like a toxic environment, like, you know, like it's a lot of toxic things been happening. And for years, it was like for years. So I was praying to the Lord to get me out of it. But now I'm realizing, like, I just been like reading scriptures, everything. And I just realized that like it was for a reason. It was to get me stronger. Now I'm out of it. And now, you know, I'm at peace, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just living according to the law, statutes, and commandments. And life is just going good right now.
Man, that's
you
a
know?
blessing, man. All praises to the Most High, man. I'm glad to get that update of life, man. And you know, man, you got next. You a priest of the Most High, man. I hope nothing but the best for you. And
yeah, same going your way. And I be listening to your songs too. Them Jones be helping too. I got my favorite one is Retribution.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like Marcus Garvey. Like they be helping. Like whenever I'm getting ready to read some scriptures, you know what I'm saying, or just like connect or tune in, I just be listening to them joints. They be helping a lot.
Hey, why somebody do I have any moderators in here? My bad, brother. I ain't mean to cut.
It's cool.
But let me block this clown right here. I'm gonna block you for good. Yep, there you go. Another one bites the dust. That's a blessing, man. And hey, you got music too, man. I remember hearing your tracks.
Yeah.
Listen, send me something.
I
gotta show them that you got next. kingbreed404@gmail.com. When
got
you it, just make sure the song is ready. Like all I need is my verse, and then I'm gonna get on.
I followed you on Instagram, but what happened was all right, so look, let me tell you, I was in that toxic environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I got out, you know, it caused jealousy because like it was like a toxic household. Like it had witches, like the energy just wasn't there. So like I would stay to myself, I'll go in my room, I just tune in with the Lord and I just like pray. You know what I'm saying? But it just like wasn't right, you know what I'm saying? So the energy wasn't there, and like you could sense, like every room you went in, it was like sage, you know. And from watching your live streams and just thinking about it, I'm like, dang, like this is really like what you were talking about. And it was like sage and everything in there. And every night I would go to sleep, the Most High he would give me like dreams, like he'll give me dreams about like to keep enduring, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, the Lord got you, and stuff like that, you know. I had this one dream. I was floating, right? And it was like the sky was like all dark, right? And I looked back, like I looked like in front of me, you know what I'm saying? And I saw it was like a light, and I started going towards that light, and everything was fine. So that's what I did in real life, you know. I started going towards the light, started praying, you know what I'm saying? And
hey, brother, and that's what the scriptures told us. It says, our older men will have visions and our young men will have dreams. So I definitely take into accord what you dreaming, man. And from what I got from that is that even though it may look bad on a lot of our youth right now, brothers like you and others, y'all gonna be the perseverance of the generation to come. That's what I get from that dream. Like y'all gonna be the ones who persevere. It's still hope for these youngins. Like that's why I don't understand why you got a lot of elders and OGs want to talk down on the youngins. Like all of them, like every last youngin out here is a have-not and lost. Nah, it ain't like that. You got brothers who are there, our future, who gonna keep pushing on. And I admire your courage. And thank you for being a representative for your generation, my brother.
For sure. And New Breed, you know, I would like to say Shabbat Shalom to everybody. New Breed, man, you just like from watching you. I've been subscribed to you since you had like 20,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And just like watching you, like, and watching how you grow. You know what I'm saying? And like how everybody growing, it's just like it's beautiful. You know.
Right.
And my account that I followed you on, it got hacked. So that's why I think I sent you a message on my new account.
Okay, I check it out.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
it had got
my
hacked.
inbox get overloaded and I don't be seeing everything.
Yeah,
And for people
it
out
got.
there,
You
just
know,
like
who it got hacked. You know who I think it got hacked by?
who that?
I think it got hacked by somebody at that household.
I wouldn't
Crazy.
doubt
And they hated. It was like they hated me. It was like they hated my presence. Like
it.
it was like the more I would read and the more I would go towards the Most High, it was like something in the spiritual realm would just like tingle. You know, and they'll like hate me, but I was like, it's just the light in me. You know.
Right, absolutely. Hey, brother, keep on persevering, man. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
on. Hey, feel free anytime to come on the chat, bro. You already know
For
you
sure.
got open invitation. All right.
I'm actually on the chat. I'm DJ Playback.
DJ Playback. Okay.
Yeah, remember last stream?
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get you a wrench too. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something in the chat.
Okay, bet. All right, bet.
All right.
All right, thanks, bro.
Shalom, Bree. Shalom,
Shalom.
the wall. All right.
Yes, indeed. Let's see if we can get this brother a wrench. Let's give some wrenches out. Let's take a moment. Let's take a break in the action. And let's give some wrenches away for this channel because this channel is starting to grow. And yeah, we're gonna get it right. Let me see who I want to give. Somebody said Breed is reading the chat. Y'all stay patient. Yeah, okay. I see what's going on. Let's give some wrenches. I'm not even gonna block these people myself. I'm gonna let y'all do that. Let's see who catches my streams on New Breed. I'm giving Sophia Love one. Let's see if I can, or do I have to wait till it's over? I don't know if I can do it from here. Let me try something else. I may have to give my wrenches when it's all said and done, brothers and sisters. Because I'm not streaming directly from YouTube. I can block people, but I don't know if I can give wrenches out from this platform. But when this stream is over, I'll be giving wrenches. Let me go ahead and block this guy here. Let's see. I thought I at least had one person or two people with a wrench over here. Got to get the trolls out of there. And you know, this is what we do. We build on positivity over here. We don't even pay no attention to negativity. Not whatsoever. We elevating too much. Damn. And another one bites the dust. And another one. And another one. Elevation. Yeah, I found it. When everybody doubted. Climbing up this mountain. Yeah. Yep. Somebody said address positivity, ignore negativity. I like that. I like that. Somebody said, Bree, when we getting that album though? I do gotta talk a little bit about music because I'm on my music channel. Honestly, there's a lot of red tape in dropping the album without no record deal. Because it's like if I drop a bunch of songs all at once, I'm not really maximizing my profit because I'm not doing music for no reason. I make sure that I'm paid for my music. And anybody who make music, who spend all those countless hours in the studio, you should be getting paid for your art. So with releasing the whole album, that kind of like minimizes what I can do as far as reach. Whereas though if I do song by song by song with my particular situation, I think song by song would be better. Somebody said open YouTube on your computer and a separate tab that should allow you to give wrenches. I don't know. Raining Woman, I try that. I'm telling you, I'm gonna give out some wrenches immediately when it's done. I can block for now. It'll be easier for me to, do it when I'm done. But thank you for that. Now I know that's possible. Somebody said, Newbury, add your music on Spotify. Yeah, I got music on SoundCloud. I got music on Patreon. I got some here. It's like my music is just kind of spread out. But I'm thinking when I drop this so-called album, we don't even have to call it an album. It's going to be a playlist. I'm just going to drop song by song by song. And I think when I'm going to have album art for it, but I'm just going to drop songs. And I think I'm going to do that very soon. Yeah. But yeah, I see more people in the chat. Now remember, the topic is anything that we spoke on today. You could talk about Kevin, 50 Shades of Brown Samuels. You could talk about I mean, gang stalking, targeted individuals, whatever you're going through. You could talk about music. I mean, this is an open dialogue. It just feels good to be able to build with the people who like my content. All right. And I get to see y'all face to face and we could just kick it. It ain't always New Breed gonna be coming on with a Bible trying to preach to y'all. Y'all iron sharpen iron, and I know y'all got a lot to share with the world as well. Instead of trying to be a voice for the voiceless, even though that's what we're doing, we're going to try to give you, brothers and sisters, a voice. I see Dre Static in the house. How do I call him my brother? The link is in the description box. And me and this brother's going to be doing music very soon, very soon. He got that positive music. If y'all haven't checked Dre Static out, go over there and subscribe to him. I love that work you did with the Boondocks theme song. That was fire. You brought it that biblical truth in it and everything. That was dope. In the meantime, in between time, brother Michael, how you doing, brother?
Yeah. Shabbat shalom, New Breed.
Shabbat shalom, brother. How's it going?
It's going good. And like I was watching the last brother. He seems around my age. He was talking about when he started reading more scriptures, things started to get better, and that seems what's going on for me. Like with my situation, as I'm reading the more scriptures, like things are just really starting to improve and get better. Even though that's when I'm feeling the more attacks. That's when I'm feeling more attacks. That's when but I'm starting to feel like I'm have more understanding of the word, and I'm really getting more closer to the Most High.
Right, absolutely. All praises, man. Blessings. And you came on the chat before, right?
Right.
You 16 or 17?
I'm 16. I'm 16.
Okay, see, now I love to see this. You know, the youth is waking up. The youth is knowing what's going on. So let's stop being so hard on these youngins and these brothers on the come up, because they reading these Bibles, bro, and they becoming sharp with it. And I'm gonna give you some words of encouragement, brother. Keep on a good foot. Those scriptures are your weapon. That's it. That's your arm. That's your armor right there. So you continue to put on that full armor, man, and keep on going, brother. Because I mean, I'm telling you, bro, the light is in you, and know that you're going to face persecutions for the truth's sake. But brother, long as you keep on that uphill battle, your reward is excellent, man. The Most High going to reward you everything you need, for sure.
Yep. Oh, and also another thing, like, about the youth waking up. Like, I've been really connecting with some of my friends from school, and they've been waking up about it because they know a lot of people in my school. They know what's going on with the government and what they doing, but they were coming from the spiritual community, listening to the spiritual community on YouTube, and I was telling them, nah, like, the spiritual community isn't the right way, and if you don't want to take the vaccine, like, the spiritual community is not a good foundation of you not wanting to take it, because like it doesn't make sense. But like, if you believe in the Most High in the Bible, that's a good foundation of not wanting to take it. And a lot of people that was from the spiritual community in my school, my friends, they're now starting to post scriptures and stuff. So
right. Hey man, so let me ask you this. So there's a lot of brothers and sisters in your school that know what's going on, though, right?
right.
They're not just walking around dormant. They although they may be following a conscious community, but I know brothers like yourself, you probably driving traffic to the right direction for sure. But so it is an awakening going on. You can see it.
Yeah, because I live in Detroit. So
okay, yeah.
Here is in Detroit. It is a lot of people are really waking up. Like,
You hear that,
like,
Stevie? My brother Stevie in here. You hear that, Stevie? The youth in Detroit. Yeah, because Stevie be on here. He out there in Detroit. It's a rough place to grow up, man. But hey, I mean, You being in school right now, because I'm kind of interested in what is going on in these schools, right? Because with all
Yeah.
these
Oh,
mandates,
I'm in right now. I'm in virtual school. I
okay,
wasn't. Yeah, but
okay,
I'm connecting through my friends that go to physical school through like social media and stuff.
right, okay, understood. Man, that's
Yeah.
what's up, man. Continue doing what you gotta do, brother. It's always an honor and pleasure to have you on here. Feel free to come on anytime. I got a loaded queue though, so I'm gonna let a few others in.
Okay. Yep. It was a pleasure. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, peace. Yeah, we got the youth waking up, man. Yeah. All praises to the Most High. Brother Steve E.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, brother. What's popping?
I'm well, brother. Shalom. How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, listen. Congratulations on that beautiful blessing.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Congratulations. And now you have an heir to follow in your same footsteps. And I already know you're gonna put in the work.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a lot of stuff instilled in that young man.
Yeah, absolutely. Shabbat Shalom, family. Bless y'all. Hey, Bree. Tell for that young man out of Detroit, bless you, Shalom, brother. You stay strong. Hey, Breed, I kind of wanted to read something real quick, and I'm gone.
Okay.
If it's okay, I know you're on a time crunch.
Do your thing, brother.
I'm not going to be too long. But I just want to read something concerning the hour that we're in. Okay, brothers and sisters out there on this platform today. Okay, I want y'all to pay attention and listen very carefully. Okay, Breed, I'm gonna read a quick inception from Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike. Brothers and sisters, I want y'all to pay attention. Children of Israel and also the Gentile nations, I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to listen because, Breed, you've touched upon a lot of different subject matters pertaining to the agenda in terms of the demoralization and dysfunctionalism of our people. Okay. Now, Breed, you have also stated, myself and many others, about the biblical prophecies of the Bible concerning the children of Israel. And now that we are living in this hour and we are witnessing in reality the agenda and implementation from the powers to be, there's nobody out there that can deny with their own two eyes what's going on, unless they've sold out for the shekels. And we all know there are many that are selling out right now for filthy lucre. It was prophesied to happen, brothers and sisters. And the Most High said that he would start to raise up a remnant in this hour. Bottom line. So you brothers and sisters out there that are not in the truth, that are hearing brothers like Breed, myself, and other brothers and sisters that are bringing this truth, y'all have to understand that it's not a coincidence. It's called a spiritual phenomenon that was prophesied. The Most High began to wake up certain individuals like ourselves to help illuminate our people through all the adversity. So we are out here doing the work. Brady, let me read this to you once again to your audience. And I'm going to try to make this quick. I'm going to give a quick assessment. You comment, and then I'm gone. Right. Albert Pike, Morals and Dogma. Pay attention, brothers and sisters. I want y'all to listen. And I want you to listen very carefully with a spiritual ear. Listen. The Second World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences between the fascists and the political Zionists. Pay attention, brothers and sisters. This war must be brought about so that Nazism is destroyed and that the political Zionism be strong enough to institute a sovereign state of Israel and Palestine. Listen carefully. During the Second World War, international communism must be strong enough in order to balance Christendom. Did y'all hear that? It must be strong enough to what? Battle and balance Christendom. Christians, believers, children of Israel, pay attention. Watch this. Which would be then restrained and held in check until, watch this, until the time when we would need it for the final social cataclysm. Cataclysm. Watch this next paragraph. The Third War. Listen, brothers and sisters, the Third World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agentur of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam and political Zionism mutually destroy each other. Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economical exhaustion. Did y'all hear that? Listen, we shall unleash, listen carefully, brothers and sisters, family. Y'all listen to this right here. And then y'all gonna understand why we do what we do. Listen, we shall unleash the nihilists. What is a nihilist? What is a nihilist? A nihilist is a person who is reprobated so far that there ain't no coming back. These nihilists want to destroy man, woman, child, family, orchestrated and ordained by the Most High God's natural order in Christ. Listen, we shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm, which in all its honor will show clearly to the nations the effect of absolute atheism, origin of savagery, and the most bloody turmoil. Now, I'm not going to read the rest because once again, we're on a time constraint. But Brother Breed, and every one of you brothers and sisters out there, you've just heard it straight out from the horse's mouth concerning social cataclysm. If you have a society and a country and a system where you are dealing with nihilists, atheists, anti-family, a satanic agenda that you see right before your eyes, that's equaling the total collapse of a system, what did the Most High God in Christ tell us? There's nothing new under the sun. So, I was going to do a video on this, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk to y'all very carefully about Masada, 6570 AD, Masada. You brothers and sisters out there in the hoods and the ghettos across the United States of America and around the world, look at what transpired with Masada. And if you don't know the history, I suggest you quickly learn what transpired. It was promulgated, it was initiated to destroy, destruction. We are in a reset. We are living in a time where the Most High prophesies that all these different events would come to fruition. I want to say something to my sisters out there. And I'm not speaking to the sisters in the truth, because the sisters that are in the truth, they're behind their families, their sons and daughters. I'm talking to y'all sisters out there who hate me. Y'all who hate me, who hate brothers like Breed, who hate brothers out there right now standing for truth and righteousness, who love the Most High, coming from the same ghettos, the same cities. My sisters, for those who are lost out there, the strongest position you have that the Most High bless you with was to bear children, support your families in righteousness, and to be a homemaker righteously. How can you go against your brothers and your men? I'm so sick of this wickedness and this evil out here. All sisters are not evil. And my sisters that's in this truth right now, all my Hebrew sisters and my Gentile sisters, y'all need to start speaking up against these witches. All you brothers out there in the truth, y'all need to start speaking up against these passive sodomites. Y'all need to start speaking up against them.
Absolutely.
All these passive brothers. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of the degradation of my people. We are Hebrew Israelites, and we are strong, and we are loving people, and we love, and we know how to fight. Yes, but we're loving people. It's time, brothers and sisters, that we start coming back to common sense. The Most High God said, what? What? Sound mind, love, wisdom. Sound mind, love, wisdom. Stop the hatred. Y'all brothers and sisters out there that know nothing of your history, you know nothing of your history because you were indoctrinated with social engineering. See, brothers and sisters, the thing I just read to you was formulated a long time ago.
Yep.
Before that formulation, it was already in the Bible. Y'all against the Bible. And now that we're coming out here speaking the truth, you are against us. A house divided against itself shall and cannot stand. Breed, I've said what I've had to say.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother. Give me your feedback. Let's go.
All praises to the Most High. First off, let me respond to a couple of people in the chat who was wondering where that document came from that you read. Morals and Dogma is from a 33rd degree Mason by the name of Albert Pike. All right. And what he did was in this book was, for lack of better terms, he predicted every single world war. We know that they use predictive programming. So what he did was he gave a blueprint for the powers that be. And for those who don't know, Albert Pike's statue is standing up about 5 miles from the White House. So you know, Esau, they pretty much reverence and worship their statues. You know, all they got is their rudiments to leave here on this earth. They think that's all they got. But anyway, what he did was pretty much gave the blueprint to what they would do to formulate social chaos and how they would usher in the New World Order. And one of those things on that list was to actually use these sodomites as a weapon. It actually says that, and I don't know if it's it may have been if you would have kept reading, it says it, but they would release them. And it also spoke about the sexual revolution with when you seen this free liberation movement, you know, I don't know if it was in the 70s when that happened, when everybody was,
yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, when there was all this sexual culture going on, and I ain't gonna say prophesied, they predictively laid out the blueprint for all of those things to happen. We're dealing with the children of disobedience, and our people, being the children of God, have adhere to those philosophies. They followed them, and a lot of the times, the leadership that these pagans, these Satanists, these Luciferians, these Masons, the people that they put in place often are people from that same fold. And that's why I was going in on Kevin Samuels telling men. I don't know if you've seen yesterday's stream, brother, but this man, Kevin Samuels, came out and said that men should give up on our women, that we should stop waiting for them to listen to us, and we should stop waiting because they're single mothers. And what he said out of his mouth was just abominable. It was the filthiest thing ever. And not to see any pushback, I know it's time for the Israelite men to speak up. Because if we don't speak up, nobody speaks up. That's how it is. If the men of the cloth, the real men that's cut from the fold, if we don't say anything about these people being released to not only exploit our women, but to I would say, persuade, scorn, and hurt men, and lead them to that lifestyle. So that's why it's so very important to not only point out on a common sense or logical level, or even point out on a straight, I would say, direct level. We got to go back and get the history of this. And that's what Stevie just did. He went back and showed you the history that that all of this has been planned. Yes, sir. They're bringing it out. And now we got to fight the powers that be. We can't bend, break, or fold. We got to be men about things and be able to protect our women, honor the daughters of Zion, at the same time, be willing to correct them as well. So that's what it's about. You know, it's only going to be a remnant. Let's make it clear. It's only going to be a remnant of us. It ain't going to be many of us. But even if we got to speak it to the airwaves so the birds and the rocks and the stones can hear us, we're going to be preaching this truth.
That's right. That's
our convictions.
Yes, sir.
And so that's what it is. I mean, hopefully y'all gaining edification. And if you are, y'all need to hit that like button. You need to hit that like button. That's pretty much my response to it, Steve. You always bringing that passion, that fire, and that energy. I always appreciate you coming on the platform. I do got a loaded queue, and I do want to get to a few more brothers, but it's always an honor to have you on, brother. And I'll be looking forward to that lesson on Masada. I'll go over there and check your channel out. If y'all would like to check out Steve E's channel, get that history, get those motivational talks, go on over there and hit the subscribe button. Thank you for coming, brother.
Hey, Breed, I just want to tell you I love you. God bless you. I love y'all family out there. God bless you. And real quickly, family, I'm not going to apologize for operating in strength and masculinity. I know for some of our people, because of what they've done to the black male, the Hebrew black male, a lot of sisters that were raised in single households inquired a curse. Sisters, you have a responsibility to break certain generational curses. You are daughters of Zion, and you are special. There's nothing stronger than a sister and a brother operating with the Most High God in Christ. Period. I love y'all. God bless. Shalom. Thank you, Bree. Bless you.
Peace, my brother. Peace.
Bless you. Peace.
Bless. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got a loaded queue. Blessings to the brother, Steve E. We got a loaded queue. Let's see who's next on the list. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you want to talk about, it's an open dialogue. If it's intercession you need, if it's something you're going through, whatever, man, that's what I'm here for. I'm just here to serve. And I'm here. I'm your brother. It is what it is. Or if you want to add to some of the topics that we addressed today, and we attacked a barrage of various topics today. So hopefully we got brothers who've been catching the show from the beginning, and y'all know what the subject matter is. Ezel, what's going on with you, brother?
I knew my time was coming, man. What's up?
Hey, that's what's up. Everything's going well.
Man, I know you probably see my background. I'm a little nervous right now, so
no problem, brother.
I said I know you probably seen because I got the it's a little small channel. I ain't trying to do nothing big with it, but it's called like The Most Chosen or whatever. But it has the background, it has like the slave with the American flag, you know, kind of like the lashings of the American flag. You know, I got it from one of your thumbnails from one of your music.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, I think you got that from Runaway. That song called Runaway. That's what's up.
Yes, sir. But I wanted to talk about like the gang stalking and the organized mobbing. Man, I deal with that every day at work, and I do nothing to these people. You know what I'm saying? But I just strive for success. I work warehouse, you know what I'm saying? And I know my potential. You know what I'm saying? I help out others, mind my own business, and I have attacks. You got the people who watch you. You know what I mean? And it's sad sometimes because you got brothers and it's like they sellouts to me. You know what I mean? Because it's like, man, it's like they turning us against each other, and it's like, oh, they follow the crowd. You know what I mean? They grouped up. So it's like over the time I've been hearing you touch on this, and it's like I've been trying to tap in, man. I deal with that gang stalking, and I gotta say, from looking at it at both sides, um, I put myself into it during the time I went down a bad road. You know what I'm saying? And when I realized it was happening, that's when I found my truth, hitting rock bottom. It got to the point where I didn't want to go outside. It's like they marked me out like a little punk, But then I started looking at them for my truth. I found you, this other little youngster. I used to look on YouTube, and then started praying to God every day, and just building myself back up,
Right. And
to
I thank you for sharing that with us, because you got a lot of people who are in the heat of the program and they're going through certain things and they're not understanding why some of these things are happening around them. Just the fact that you can come on and let brothers know that you can push through it.
yes,
I see a great debate going on YouTube among a lot of content creators. I would call them baseline content creators who kind of stuck on one narrative, and they get stuck in the idea of being gang stalked, and they have this debate whether or not you can overcome it or not. And the thing is, anybody who's talking about low base conversation, like can you overcome gang stalking, they clearly don't know what gang stalking is. It's spiritual, and that's the part that people are not understanding. There are demons that operate inside of people,
yes,
and these
sir.
demons are being choreographed by Satan. It's not that the government is honing in on one individual and trying their best to suppress them and stop them from making it in life and closing doors of opportunities and trying to destroy that person. No, that's not what gang stalking is. Gang stalking is when a person begins to wake up and
Yes,
the light is beginning to shine on them, and people around them begin to see this, because those people have demons that manifest on them. And now
yes,
that
sir.
this person is waking up, he's not thinking the same way they're thinking. That person begins to stick out. And since
Yes,
people fear
sir.
what they don't understand, they don't understand this person. Why is
Yes,
this
sir.
person
We
not
peculiar, like you always say,
right?
Bree. We peculiar. We
Yeah,
the peculiar people.
they become odd and peculiar to them. So what do? They start to test that person's patience. They start to they start to antagonize and poke at that person because they fear what they don't understand. They want to know what makes that person tick. They want to know what it is. That's just like a child that gets a new toy. They want to know where the batteries go. They want to know everything. They want to know
Yes,
everything
but
about them.
can I add something in, Bree, real quick? It's all sorry to cut you off, but it's always because what I mean. We're striving. They just it's because they're used to, like, I came from a gang lifestyle, so it's like they want to tie that back into you. Like, what city are you from? It's like, man, I'm from the 12 tribes of Judah now. Forget all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? They don't, and I power through that, and that's what helps me head up, chest out, fight the spiritual battle and all that, because it's easy for us to go to that mind state where we flip, or like they say, at demon time and all that BS. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's easy to be evil or all that, but it's hard to when you stay in that spirit and stay elevated, stay focused for the Most High in your heart.
Right. And see, people got to understand when it comes to overcoming it, because that's tends to be the argument. When you keep persevering like this brother is doing, you get to a point where them demons become terrified of
Yeah, heck yeah, for real,
it.
real talk.
It used to be that you were in a state of confusion because you was wondering, why are these people being choreographed? Why is it that I'm being targeted in this way? And it gets to the point where you thinking in the inside of your mind, you like, what's going on? So you have that point of confusion. And then when you figure out what it is and you own up and you, like the brother said, head up, chest out, and you keep on going, they're like, wow. Then you become an anomaly. First, you
Heck
was
yeah.
something they feared because you didn't understand. Then you become an outright anomaly. Then you become something that they fear because they actually don't understand how one person can go against everybody and still keep their head up and chest out. That's the person you should fear.
Yes,
a person
sir.
that can walk on their own, and that's how they think, because they're cowards. Gang stalkers are cowards. So they're looking at their individuals like, wow, we ain't stopping that person's life. They're not afraid of us. We close doors. They take another direction. They persecuted in one city. They flee to the next. They just continue moving. Nothing stops them. They
Hey
hurdle
man,
obstacles.
it's like Tupac said, they ain't shit without their homeboys. So,
Exactly.
you know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Excuse my language, but you know, I just have to say that.
Real
Yeah.
talk, brother. And thank you for sharing that, because you gave a lot of brothers a different perspective on gang stalking.
No doubt, man.
Getting caught
Don't
up.
give up, y'all. Don't give up, man. Shalom, the Most High. Like Bree said, he gonna crack that sky wide open, and that's what I be preaching. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. You know what I'm saying?
All
No
praises
doubt.
to the Most High.
No
So
doubt,
back
bro.
on, my
No
brother.
doubt.
All right. Peace and blessings, family.
No doubt. Peace, man.
A lot of positivity radiating through this stream today. And he right. They ain't shit without their homeboys. That used to be my junk right there. I used to go to high school drunk as hell, listening to Pac with my headphones. I had the big Walkman. Y'all remember the big Walkman where you had to put the disc in there? You walk around cleaning the disc all day. I used to go to school, man. I used to have a Seagram's gin. I'm telling you, I was a troubled youth back in the day. I used to play that, and I used to play all kind of songs, man. At the bus stop, drunk. Yeah, drunk, early in the morning. We don't do that stuff no more, y'all. You know, ain't nothing wrong with drinking. The Bible say, you know, you can have a little taste, but you ain't supposed to be no drunkard. Even Christ turned water into wine. You understand? You can have a drink, but you ain't supposed to be out here tumbling and falling over and pissing on yourself. Y'all ladies be out here all drunk, all pissy drunk, hanging out in Negroes' cars and all. No. Can have a little sip. But he was right, man. A lot of these gang stalkers, they ain't nothing without no group. I mean, and I used to love that song. I used to bump that joint on repeat. And I used to just walk through the halls, head up, chest out. Real talk. Yeah, Sophia Love says a little glass every now and then. Yep. Nothing too major, nothing major. Yep, Sophie, y'all said we was a damn mess. Yeah, I was a mess back in the day. Who the hell gets up and gets drunk and go to school? 6 o'clock in the morning. Yep. Man, it is what it is, man. I got so many people that's in the queue, man. I see y'all brothers in here, but unfortunately, we coming on the 2-hour mark, which is my time restraint. So I'm gonna allow one more person in, but you got 5 minutes, literally, because at the 2-hour mark, I'm gonna end the stream. Let's see. Let me see. I see some people in the queue at the bottom that we're gonna go with Dion Grace. Shalom, my brother. No sound, bro. Yeah, somebody said they had some last night to unwind and relax. Damn, Bova said the Mad Dog 2020. Oh man, I remember that MD. That Mad Dog used to give a brother hot flashes, man. Goodness gracious. Brother, is your sound working? Unfortunately, we having sound errors on his end. Sorry about that, brother. Next time. Shalom. We're gonna allow one more in. Let's see. We got Ronnie in the house. What's going on, Ronnie?
Yeah, man. What's good with you?
I'm well. Salute.
Man, hey, salute. Hey, first and foremost, I just want to say, man, I'm really appreciative of all the work you've been putting in. I've been following up on you since like last November. You know, it was that video with like why they keep collecting all of the celebrity souls and stuff like this, or something like that, explaining, you know, breaking down the music industry. And like you was one of the first ones that was able to pull me out of that new age stuff that I was following up on, you know. I was getting into stuff like consulting psychics and trying to read my birth chart and, you know, astrology, just trying to find myself. Right, because I was always into this, you know, I was always a spiritual person, you know, and I didn't know which way to go. I was like, you know, and then found your stuff, and it's like, all right, that's the real deal. So like since the beginning of this year, I've been reading up on the Bible because it's just been telling the truth. All the revelations that they prophesied about 2,000, 3,000 years ago is coming to pass right now.
Right.
We need God right now in our hearts more than ever. And that's what I see. And yeah, that's the truth, man.
Man, that's a blessing, man. Thanks for sharing your testimony too. Let me ask you, did you experience anything that was out of the ordinary while delving into the new age stuff? I always ask people that because a lot of people don't be knowing like the ins and outs to that stuff. Have you experienced anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it quick because I know like you on a time constraint. Yeah, man, like it was with this one lady, the psychic that I was consulting. I came in, I set up my appointment like the week beforehand, but I wasn't talking to her. I was talking to somebody else, one of the front desk ladies. I came in, the psychic didn't even know exactly what I came there for, but the first moment she was able to describe everything about me to a T. I don't know how she did it. She's like, yeah, I see, your social life is like this, your past is like this, so and so. And then I told her that I was coming there for energy healing. So it's kind of like they deal with the chakras and all this kind of, this weird stuff that I was curious about. And I was, and she, what she did is, I guess, like what they do is if you have some kind of like stress or anxiety or depression, what she would do is she would lay your hands over you, but not like directly in contact with your body, but she would just have your hands over the head, maybe like on the stomach and stuff. And that's supposed to release any like blockages in the chakras or any kind of repressed feelings that you're feeling. And for that minute, like after it was done, I was feeling kind of good. I thought that, oh yeah, I had a release. I was relieved. But then like afterwards, I started just like days later, I began feeling detached from my body. Like they call it depersonalization. So it's kind of like, well, your body goes completely numb. I was having panic attacks and just feeling outside my body. I couldn't feel nothing. I was locked inside my room, like in my bed for days, calling off work, like, hey, saying, yo, and I can't make it today. I can't make it the next day. I was not, my brother was knocked out, man. And I was doing my meditation, like mindfulness meditation, and I was all into that stuff, like studying Egypt, thinking, yeah, Egypt has all this knowledge because all the New Ages revere this country. But then I knew it, it was messed up. I was watching your videos and it all made sense, about Egypt and how they would just be in the bestiality, women shoving cow dookie up their vages and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy.
For those who don't know, that was a form of birth control back in Egypt.
Yeah.
Shoving cow dung up the nether realms, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of strange practices, man. I'm glad you got up out of there, man. You just dropped a lot of jewels.
And could I say one last thing? Can I just add one last thing? It's, and even like growing up as a child, like ever since I knew that I was, I had this spirituality about myself. Because do you believe in ghosts? Or when they say ghosts, like you see apparitions, you hear strange noises inside your household. You believe in that kind of stuff?
Well, I believe in either a demon or an angel. I believe in familiar spirits because that's what the Bible calls quote unquote ghosts. When people be playing with Ouija boards and things of that nature, really what they're doing is they're channeling familiar spirits. Often it's a demon that was attached to that loved one that they're trying to bring up, because the Bible tells you that it's appointed once for a man to live and then he's judged. It don't say that you die and then you rolling around, your grandmother passes away and she's still walking around her house. See, she either goes to the bosom of Abraham or she goes to a place of torments and wait judgment. That's what the Bible promotes. It doesn't promote like people getting caught up in a crossroads or anything of that nature. So a lot of the times when people are trying to channel ghosts and spirits, they're really dealing with malevolent forces, familiar spirits. And that's what that's often what you see when you see like any type of paranormal activity. It's spirits operating. It ain't like somebody you knew who died. That's not biblical. So
oh man, I don't even know if this was angels or demons, but growing up, even in my household, I'd be hearing footsteps in the house, 5 minutes straight. You know, one day when as a kid, like I woke up with like scar marks on my leg, like as if somebody scratched me. I'm like, yo, where the hell did that come from? The morning I'm waking up, I see scratch. I'm telling you, it's crazy, man. It's a lot of attack that we're under, but we got to stay prayed up.
For
You know,
sure.
and stay in the Lord. Hey,
Thank
so brother, hey
Thank
man,
you.
have a good one, man. I appreciate all the work you're doing. Keep it up.
You too, brother. Thanks for sharing your testimony, bro. Have a good one.
Yes, sir, man. Shalom.
Right. Shalom. Peace. All right. All right, man. Hey, man, we got it in today. We got it in today, man. A lot of good testimonies. Sophia Love says I enjoy the open discussions. That's what's up. We're gonna get you a wrench. It's a couple brothers I see that I'm gonna give a wrench, couple sisters I'm gonna give a wrench. I gotta give Broski Channel a wrench. I'm gonna give Leon a wrench. You know, y'all gonna get y'all's wrenches. All praises to the Most High God. I thank each and every one of y'all for catching this broadcast. Hopefully you learned. It's always an honor. It's always a pleasure. We covered multiple topics. I want y'all to have a blessed afternoon. Shabbat Shalom. If y'all out here in the streets tonight, be safe. Do everything with balance. You know, make sure you good to go out here when you're making your moves, when you out and about. I love each and every one of y'all. With that being said, shalom and peace.